Thanks, my love. Thank you.
The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for the offense. They're testing the right side here. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
And these teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the Irish.
How about that? A loose. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you...
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the left side. Plows through the defense. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fowler. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Running to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the play fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown USC. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going up top. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. They'll try the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
Snags it on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
They'll run it. Running with power. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red.
They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, growing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Continues to fight for yards. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that will be incomplete, man. Big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense could click on that one, But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot.
He's off to the races. He's at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
USC.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 13, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Just trucks through it. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he tacks on the extra point.
USC 28, Notre Dame 20.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own.
Running toward the tape. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll try the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the stick.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. No midseason concentration laps here in Traveler and the entire Trojan Nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game.
And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run kick's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
USC 35, Notre Dame 20.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Safe completion on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And they get him down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
He's going to pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Just feeds the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Floating away. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got room at the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the ground, it's Jackson. Jukes his way for more. Gets away from one, finds room. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to put push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
First down for the offense.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure.